Greetings and welcome to not quite side quest. It's not side quest, it's side quest MINIQUEST. It's a novel form of torture in short. You'll note first off, there are no health bars, there will not be attacks, but I want you all to know right now it's going to be really, really painful regardless. I am joined this time by
I don't want to be here this time. I don't like change. It's uncomfortable.
Hi.
I look excited to be introduced to fantastic magical artifacts that Magog's basically going to be torturing us by proxy.
No.
But it's at the direction of our adoring audience.
Does this have something to do with the shield that Devora sent you?
That could possibly be the case. Let me explain to the people at home how this works. Basically, the rules are thus. You throw money, you indicate what you want to activate here, and it gets activated. But follow these rules, because it needs to be directed, you see. First, we have the Gibber Gabber Grimoire, or Jibber Jabber, depending on how you want to say it, which is a magical tome that compels someone to speak gibberish, complete nonsense, for 2 minutes. Multiple activations are available, which means you can keep throwing money to keep making it happen if you're just a monstrous jerk. Stupid Zero, the target of your Stupid Zero, is just... Well, it's like Cupid. If Cupid were blind and, well, you fall in love with someone for 2 minutes, I'm going to hate that one personally. You don't choose who the target is. It's stupid. It's random. It's someone in the chat. And misgivings. Orb of Obscenity. Recipient randomly says obscene things for 2 minutes. Multiple activations also possible. It's I'm afraid to say what it's like because it could result in cancellation, but it results in just a lot of gratuitous cursing for no very good reason. Mimic Mirror. Compels any one of us to imitate anyone else of us for your direction or random. And that's going to be Paranoid Pendant. Will make any of us paranoid about ridiculous conspiracies for 5 minutes. Multiple activations also possible. That's going to be interesting. Shield of the Self. Recipient, and I suspect this is the shield that was commissioned from your whoever. Recipient is filled with either self-confidence or self-loathing randomly for 5 minutes. That can also be repeated. And finally, and this is important, listen carefully, only one activation of these next two because they're just that damn awful. Potion of Praise. Recipient must praise a member of the side quest crew for the rest of the show. Random if not named. Praise does not have to be present. We could have to say nice things about anyone else here for the rest of the show. Yay! And finally, much more tolerable for I think most of us because we're healthy liars by default. Liar's Locket. Recipient must tell lies for the rest of the show. Lies can be anything and may even seem like truth. So, there you go. We're going to be checking donations and so on every 10 minutes or so, if not sooner, just to keep things clipping along. Any thoughts about this new pointless torture experiment?
I have a question. Are we going for 1 hour?
Well, that will depend on exactly what sort of success this is.
All right.
Minimum an hour. Probably just. I don't. The people are scared about new things, and that will of course make this tank. So we'll never go over an hour, and odds are no one's going to even activate everything. But, we're here, and we're here.
We're doing something. Things are happening, and
I suppose
hopefully
we're here.
it'll be magical.
I could say we're queer, and that's technically accurate by their standards. I mean, certainly it's quite different from theirs, but not that way.
I mean,
the old-fashioned, just a bit weird way.
Some of these activations sound like things that already happen in my brain. So
you guys are here, and I'm queer.
I don't know.
Yeah. The menu of torture in the description for reference. That will be noted. Remember, this is also the first of its kind. This is the first time Magog seen fit to do this to us, and I'm sure there'll be refinements made, but you're here at History in the Making.
This is a test run.
Yeah, strictly speaking, when we say we're here, that's not true either. I mean, we're not over there. That's just the magic crystals. It really look like we're there. Don't be fooled, simple people.
I'm here, I'm queer, and I have to be here because I'm contractually obligated. And magically compelled. Yeah, there we go, there we go.
Pretty much, that's the magical compellment to be here is basically the reason I'm here as well. If you are looking for a sort of boil point as to how the things work here, we have, green things last for 2 minutes, yellow things 5, 25 orange ones for the duration. Personally, I think they're underpriced. There's one of those least. I shouldn't say what's going to be most painful. That's just encouraging them.
We will hopefully find out which one's going to be the most painful. I suspect I know which one I think is going to be the most painful, aside from being present at this moment.
Yeah, being here with you at all is terribly painful, so I guess I should just keep things in balance. But, Liza, I don't think you were here. Were you here last Monday? I don't think you were.
No.
Have you been busy?
I was, doing other shit. That wasn't actually not really busy at all. I've been taking interviews for new band members from among the the scum of the desert and Avendoom and Morskar and whatnot. The words actually reached out pretty far and wide. I even got a couple folks from Sarthos.
A band?
Yeah. No, for my band, not a musical band, Pentagast.
Oh. Well, could have been interesting, no?
I mean,
Okay, we've gotten our first donation. It's from Orla. Notably, they said, "Healthy Doctoress, ooh, pretty windows, where are you today?" I'm, of course, in the Black Compass Key. It's one of the fancier areas of the tower. It's also discreet, so I don't have to answer any awkward questions from apprentices later. There's no health on this one, though, but for that $10, you could basically inflict one of these yellow things on us. If you're wondering what thing to inflict, again, the rules are thus. Shield of the Seraph, Paranoia Pendant, or Mimic Mirror.
Yeah, there's... Oddly enough, this is strange to me, because there's no dying.
Right?
Yes,
And
we'll
there's
just
no
wish we
health.
could die.
I mean, yeah.
This is new and uncomfortable.
So, if you could, just mention in the chat what you hypothetically want to inflict. And I would think this should come naturally to you from what you've done to others we know.
I love that Arcturus forgot that I was on Friday. She just completely fucking forgot that I was there. Thank you so much for that.
I wasn't talking about Friday, was I? I was talking about Monday. Last Monday. Not last Friday. Last Monday.
I swapped because I was busy doing logistical shit. Boring shit. Shit with paperwork. I fucking hate paperwork.
I'm feeling ridiculously generous, so I've got some good news for you.
What?
Do you remember Lord Babblebrook? Lord Flatus of Babblebrook?
I can't fucking forget him. Why?
He's dead!
Oh, that! Yeah, I heard. Gee, I wonder how he died.
Oh no! They've chosen Mimic Mirror and haven't actually said who does what, so it's random. It's me, and it's Poe. Go fuck yourself.
I guess I'm not getting an answer as to who assassinated.
Go fuck yourself.
It's not the only thing that post says. I guess nobody paid for it to be a good mimic.
Yeah.
I would
mean-
rather have an actual mimic, like a.
So, until next 5 minutes is up, I'm stuck talking like this. Like I'm made of bones and hubris and incredibly arrogant for being a dead thief who sucked at his job so badly, he's now a necromancer's apprentice. Mwah! Go fuck yourself.
I think I hate this. This is actually kind of painful.
Yes, and someone in the chat has noted there's no dying on this one, except on the inside. Go fuck yourself.
This has presented me with a strange opportunity. So, are you Poe right now?
He's
I'm doing
Or
an
are you
impression
just-
of Poe. I'm obligated to by the power of the mirror. Yeah.
So, do you know what it's like to have a cloaca now? Or the lack thereof?
No, I don't have to. Go fuck yourself because I'm not actually Poe. I'm obligated to mimic Poe. Go fuck yourself.
Well, you could, I'm just saying, you could try and mimic not having a cloaca or having one. You know, it's your, you know, I'm just saying. It's a thing. It could be a thing.
Well, I don't have to feel a cloaca would have been on Poe, but he doesn't have any more, and I'm sure he'd like to have one because he's been dead for a really long time and is nothing but boners. Go fuck yourself.
I'm sorry. This is good.
Ark is currently a boner.
Yeah.
Also, Anthem donated a $1.
Sing now.
Fuck off.
Sing.
Let me read the thing.
Go fuck yourself.
You go fuck yourself. Let me read the thing. We're supposed to read them as they come in. They're gonna start backing up if we don't. Okay. You need to look up on the crystal rear deer or taxidermy deer butt. This needs to be on the wall in the background.
But what could it mean? Go fuck yourself. Anyway, since we're doing these as they come in, go fuck yourself. Sponsor paid 10 signas to buy a paranoia pendant effect for Pfizer. So now you get to ponder, what are the rear deer?
Or is the rear deer like kind of like the not deer from your world, only it's just a deer butt on 2 legs, and they like stalk you from the fucking forest. But then, if you turn to look at them, they just fucking become invisible, so you can't actually see them. Is that what a rear deer is? 'Cause
I don't know, but what if they're watching you right now? Go fuck yourself.
no.
How would it graze? That's what
Oh
I'm.
God! How did it graze?
Yeah, like this is like I don't know. Like it's a butt on deer legs. Like what? Where is its mouth? What? These are things I don't know.
It has a butt mouth.
Yes.
So, hard style. Go fuck yourself.
How am I supposed to know when the 5 minutes is up?
That timer's built into the new set. Yeah.
Yes, the symbol, the mirror is the mimic mirror, and the one next to it that's barely filled in, that's what you have currently.
Oh, that's painful.
So,
to watch.
I'm
Until it
almost done
comes
having to
back.
be Poe. Go fuck myself. Oh.
I don't want to hide from the butt deer.
Well, there could be other things. I mean, I don't know.
What if they're controlled by pixies?
I haven't heard much about the pixies in a while.
I know. You never know what they're up to.
That's true.
You cannot
don't.
trust them at all. They're worse than gnomes. You cannot trust the pixies. They are always up to shit.
Devious pixies, indeed. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna just chill with this because I choose to believe it protects me from the pixies. It's gotta help on some level. It's a shield, right?
Yes, it'll shield you from the pixies that, you know, don't know how to fly around things.
right. Look, Running Dog is crying. Like she
But
knows
we'll
something.
protect you from the rear deer. Oh, good. Finally done with that. So in any case, the rear deer, they're going to be under the shield, you know. They can get... I know what this pendant does, and I'm going to have fun with this now.
No, but why is the Running Dog crying? Does she know something about the rear deer? Because
They can smell the rear deer. The rear deer are silent, deadly.
No, do you know something, little one?
You won't hear them coming, but you may smell them.
I mean, they are made of butt. So, if they're made of butt, then you would smell them coming.
Oh my.
Or maybe that's what they want you to think! I don't like this effect at all.
That's exactly it. You're onto them. You'll soon crack the code, Pfizer. Oh, I'm starting to enjoy this now that it's not being inflicted on me. That's right. You're going to... You can do this, Pfizer. You just have to get inside the rear deer's head. Or suitable corollary.
But it
What?
doesn't have a head.
Headbutt?
So
Your only attack is headbutt.
like that. Let's see. Shall we see if there's anything new here?
Yes.
Yes, Garrick Malott has been so kind as to donate 5 signals to support this extremely absurd experiment with the message of Oxpo performance equals awesome. Thank you! But the less you remind me of that in the future, the happier I will be. That said, if you're going to pay me over time, that works. I'll have to share it with him. And
She's making me feel better.
Yes.
She's trying to make me feel better.
She's helping.
she's trying to get you to lower your guard, so the rear deer.
No.
She's working with the rear deer. You know it. You know it.
No. Running
It
Dog
makes
would
sense now. See, as you know, rear deer can emit odors that can mind control lesser mammals like yourself or the ratting dog.
Do not call Running Dog a lesser man. Are you working with them? You would never do that.
Silence.
Even under this spell, I can't believe you would ever betray me in such a way. You're perfect. She's a perfect creature. She's a divine creature sent from above, okay?
Yeah. That's fine.
It's
I
fine.
suppose the true love Pfizer has for her dog has overcome the dwindling effects of the paranoia.
Ah, yes, it's over.
That or the dog has something on top of her that can't.
It's over?
It's over.
Yeah, you're finally not paranoid.
Which means we should probably check the stuff.
Yeah, I'm not scared of butt deer anymore. Awesome.
Yes.
Right. Let me check magic book.
I'm going to put, meanwhile, unput the rules real quick because Scruffy Knight has thrown 5 signals for this adventure, saying, "This is interesting. Hit the screen grab the effect list. Liar's Locket for Pentagast." It's for the rest of the show, and it's a bit more than 5 signals.
Yes, it's
but
in red.
if you want to shift it to something in green, though, you have full license. You so just
Yeah,
try
fair
to
enough.
tag Magog of Morskar. Side
Oh!
quest. What?
Finish reading this stuff coming in, because this is going to be annoying for you for a few minutes.
Morrison.
Now you need to know, don't you?
Morrison Johansson has thrown another 5 signals to support this effort. Thank you, Morrison Johansson. The following message of, "I like experiments." I like turtles too, sir. I like turtles too. Also experiments. I shouldn't be mocking you for that. I'm a big fan of experiments myself. Just not when I'm the subject!
Okay. So, speaking of experiments, Brian donated 15 signas. Arc, Gibber Gabber, and Shield of Self. Good luck! So you gotta do both of them at the same time. Oh, that's awful!
I just realized something.
What?
If he's under the effects of not being able to we can't understand him if he's speaking gibberish.
Oh,
What
correct.
happens?
So,
What
Verbal
happens when
novel,
someone...
bog bog.
See?
Now
on the plus side, I can actually
damn it, blah blah.
let me do the thing. On the bright side, I can see the chat, so I'll just read the next one to keep things moving.
Fair enough.
Yukori of Sakuto donated 35 signets. I'm sorry, I still can't say her name. I don't know why. Mimic Mirror for 5, so that's to make her Lyra, and Praise Potion for Arcturus to show his love for Lyra. This should be fun.
Oh.
Wait. Oh no.
Block.
Well, you'll have to. I mean, you'll have to mimic.
Dongle.
You'll have to mimic Lyra for 10 for 5 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know what Arcturus is saying, but I'm sure it's complimentary.
Right, but on the flip side of it, he has to praise Lyra for the rest of the show, even after you don't have to be her anymore. Or mimic her.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yes, he won't like that.
I'm going to enjoy the fact that he has to aim it at me for the time being.
Fair enough. I mean,
it's uncomfortable, like I always do.
It's going to still be gibberish.
Ponky. Eeb.
I don't have a cat, but I have this.
I haven't had enough to drink for this.
Iron. Gorble, Dingle, Blanc, Boom.
No, to be fair, Mimic Mirror.
How dare you be yourself when you could be and should be the elf, the superior to you elf. That's your the timer. I shouldn't have to talk to Pfizer anymore. I should have to talk. Okay, well look, if things had gone a bit further, I would have known exactly how to handle this. Oh, I have to praise. Oh, this is going to be a long. So Lyra,
he doesn't. I think you just like only have to if like the elf is mentioned, kind of like, hey, what do you think of her caring for the gnomes?
Lyra's stewardship of the gnomes is fantastic, and certainly gnomes be put to no better use than in her industrial torture, production, threshing.
I mean,
oh no! All right, new Streamlabs has come in. Brian donated 10 signas. Pets gas, Mirror. You have to be Ratting Dog.
Yep.
Hold on. I don't think. Oh, if only the elf were here in this particular moment, they would know what to do. Certainly, they would be able to stress that Ratting Dog being a member of I suppose.
No. That's what he That's what he put in there. I didn't add that.
Okay, well, if that's sufficient, then we'll see. I don't know if it's going to work, but suffice to say, I don't think it's going to work until you stop being the superior Lyra. What? And also, you're supposed to be Lyra. Okay, you are not good at pretending to be the superior elf, except when you're, of course. Okay, great. Now, if you would just charmingly reference your parents fighting.
Oh, I think the dog left me like they did.
This is closer. You're not quite to the excellence of elfdom.
Stop yelling at me! You remind me of my dad!
It's closer, and I'm pretty sure that her parents didn't appreciate the particular refined, eccentric variation of elvenkind that typifies the Lyra we know and tolerate well. Why, indeed, there is no elf on Voth I tolerate better than Lyra Windchaser. They make me feel lucky to be human and do much.
Mostly because he is magically inclined to have to deal with me at least once a week.
Okay, I don't like we gotta dial down the member effects going on at one time. That was a trip, and I hated myself, loved myself, and I have to say nice things about life. For the rest, that is 20. I have to have words with our overlord after this. 25 is not sufficient to properly recompense me for the compulsion to say nice things about Lyra, which I should and do right now, once again. Fantastic, elven person.
We'll say Pendergast is doing a good job at being ratting dog, because she is quiet most of the time.
Bark?
Oh my, Pendergast. When did you have time for a costume change?
I don't have flappy things, so I'm just gonna go.
And also, I have to basically set... Okay, well, strictly speaking, you're not actually... Okay, now you are, because the time is about out, but just... Why couldn't the elf be here? The elf would have kept things flowing smoothly and encouraged me through their very presence to be more on the ball, hit the right buttons at the right time, pay close attention to the buttons so as to stress that they are not superior just for being an elf, although they're also Lyra Windchaser. Fantastic.
You couldn't be smooth if you were trying to have a bowel movement.
Pendergast, you are once now ratting dog, apparently.
Oh, think fuck. We're done.
You're done. I have to occasionally talk about the most tolerable and least chafing of elven kind, Lyra Windchaser, whose silence is soothing. And occasional bitey snarkiness out of nowhere, like the elven assassins of yore, is novel to see on occasion, unfortunately quite rare, but mostly it's a soothing silence.
Somebody in the chat says, bark, bork, lick. I would prefer that Pendergast not lick my arm, though.
I know that if Lyra Windchaser were here right now, she would not allow any of this dead air in favor of talking charmingly about how Pendergast looks eminently pedible and made an attempt to paw the screen in the adorable cutesy fashion we've come to expect from Lyra Windchaser, most tolerable of her kind. And to think, we've got a full 30 minutes to ponder Pendergast's amazingly dead-on impersonation of Ratting Dog, who they even resemble at this very moment, perfecting mannerisms and hypothetically possibly even farting silently in the dread fashion dogs are known to do, but we just can't tell from here, and I don't think even he knows, the nose being out and stuff. That's kind of unfair, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they do be doing some gas, don't they? What do you want? Jesus.
Why, I'm pretty sure right now, if the kind-hearted Lyra Windchaser were present, she'd be offering, most helpfully, Pendergast some delicious gnome livers. Or gnome... possibly whole gnomes, actually. They apparently breed rapidly, or else she's just picking them up, kidnapping him at an extraordinary rate.
Mark.
Ha ha ha! How droll.
Hilarious.
Yes, a laugh, power laugh. I'm talking about, of course, my favorite in context elf.
Oh my god, this is gonna be annoying for the rest of the fucking show. I love that. I love the elf too. He can't stop.
I can talk about other things other than the lovely Lyra Windchaser. I mean,
me for a little while.
Yeah, elves are normally typically aesthetically pleasing, as apparently is Lyra as well, with the only hard part among elves telling the males from the females, like your ancients. But in the case of Lyra, it's a bit easier when they're fully on camera because they clearly have knockers.
The whole telling the males from the females is really not a problem for me. or a consideration in any way, shape, or form.
Yes, I suppose when you don't really care either way, it works out pretty well. But
I
suffice
don't-
to
I'm
say, male elves are probably really appreciative of the fact that there's no embarrassing misunderstandings with Lyra Windchaser, who is clearly a gender.
She's literally her own gender, yes. She's a mood, in fact.
You're a mood.
You're a mood.
You're a mood.
You're a buffle nut.
Did someone activate the gibber? No?
No.
No? Okay, this seems to...
I just couldn't think of an insult, so I made one up and it didn't fucking work out, okay?
Also, hold on. You're in charge of the activations via Streamlabs. How did you wind up reading your gifts? Are you upstairs? I'm trying to usurp my position here.
No, dickhead. I was trying to keep things running.
Well, now we're through it already, and we've got like half an hour of pining for the absence of Lyra Windchaser, pillar of this show.
Clearly this show is not autistic enough without her. And now Pentagast gets to just pretend to stop being my dog.
It's over. It's
Yes, that's
over.
right. You've made
What
it
am I
through the woods
supposed to
and
do?
come out on the other side, Pentagast.
I mean-
You have passed through the fire of ratting dog's personage, and you got off lucky, you jerk. You didn't have to Poe, did you?
No, I didn't have to be Poe. But do you have any idea how do you communicate that you have to pee when you're a dog?
Strictly speaking, I believe that's the easiest.
Other than to
I mean-
bark and, hang your tongue out of your head and, pant a bit, maybe whine, but how do you get that across?
I suppose you're just free to, at this point, since we don't kill you here, you can just, whine pathetically and then run off for a bit, and we'll just guess from the splashing noises.
I mean,
I'm kind of surprised you didn't just, take a nap. Because that's what she does, most of the time.
well, there were times where Arcturus was speaking and I just felt the overwhelming urge to growl. Does she not like Arc?
She likes most people.
Probably, So I occasionally have company that smells a bit feline-ish. I'm guessing most dogs don't really care for that.
Yeah, she's not a huge fan of cats.
So,
They try to upstage her ratting dog status.
yeah, but, it just...
She also doesn't like assholes, so that could also explain the
Well,
problem.
there's multiple reasons that I'd want to growl
Oh,
if Arc did.
Fiza, as Lyra, sorry, Pentagast, as Lyra Windchaser would surely tell you if they were here with their astute understanding of dog behavior. Dogs love assholes. That's why they're constantly sticking their noses in other dogs' assholes.
No,
Yeah, but
human assholes. Like, humans who are assholes, not literal butt.
it's a strange thing to, I don't want to have to mimic things like that.
Not really sure why I had to clarify that.
It's difficult.
And just to remind everyone, while there can be no more further potions of praise purchased, I mean, one is clearly quite bad enough. Even though it has provoked me to a newfound respect and appreciation for the absent member of our crew, the staple of our appearances.
Liar's Locket, however, is still available.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Furthermore, the other things can be activated repeatedly.
I have a question. Would Liar's Locket undo Potion of Praise effectively?
Well, it would make it seem... It would be harder to separate the two effects, I imagine. Although, certainly, I suppose you would be compelled to actually say terrible things about the person you were compelled to say nice things about to make it a lie out of the compulsion. Oh, say,
No.
Does anyone owe me a favor or money? Just, if not...
Oh no, I don't like this.
Undercut favors. Not that I would want you to do such a thing, because I, of course, adore the elf so much.
I think next time we need to have a rule that we can't double up. But Brian donated 10 Signas. Fiza, Orb of fucking obscenity and stupid zero. But he didn't Say who?
So that means it's random. Well, the arrow isn't chosen. You just welcome to love.
Byron. You naughty little fucking boy. I'm gonna fucking get you. Yes, I am, and you're gonna like it. I'm gonna make you regret this.
I do not. I don't like where this is going.
This is an interesting random obscenities plus flirtiness to random person chat. Apparently it's you. You bought this on yourself. I would have warned you. Well, no, maybe not.
So, I'm confounded by the possible combinations,
To be
honestly.
fair, this could also backfire on me, but whatever.
Yeah, look, strictly speaking, we didn't say anything about combined effects, and honestly, I don't think Magog even thought about combined effects either. We're doing it anyway because you wanted it, you paid for it, and well, whoever is afflicted with it will have to do the best.
Carson Johansson said, "Run, Brian." No, you can run. That just makes it even more fun. I have options too.
Yeah, then there's the whole thrill of the chase kind of thing. That could be strange.
Oh yeah, that makes it better. Please run.
I shouldn't be encouraging this.
Yeah, and really, this Brian, you didn't think this through. She has so many things there that are.
Oh yeah. I mean, most people aren't into like the harder stuff. So, you know, I got those in sizes too.
I don't know if I want to. No.
We have another activation of the mimic mirror, but I suppose it's time. The effects have worn off. Well done. Okay, well then, I suppose we should just get to it then. Pfizer, you've been compelled to be Pentagast's hat.
For the mimic mirror?
Yes.
That's a yellow attack, though, isn't it?
Yes. 5 minutes of Pfizer somehow trying to be a hat. Excellent job, Pfizer. Top-notch hatting right there. Just so long as you don't wander off camera and lay eggs in my hat, we're fine. Good
It's
job.
gonna be strange.
Well, not trying to wear things as hat, being the hat. Try to get your mind into the eldritch terror that lives under that leather brown brim. You can do this, Pfizer. Just
That's
think.
the acting. This is the top.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
up here.
I think we can
She's
work
trying
with
to
this.
pretend. Yeah, this part I think is what she's referring
I'm
to.
the thing in the hat. This is the hat. I am the thing in the hat.
It's more difficult than people realize.
I'm having a hard time. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's very experimental. I'm not really sure if we should allow it, but the magic compels. It just compels. Speaking of compelled magic, JW has just paid 5 to say, Orb vicinity, Arcturus. Say the naughty words rated. Ah, great. Another blow to my dingo fucking dignity. And
What dignity, meat?
indeed, you rustic suppurating intestine woman person. Hat. Suppurating intestine hat. Cat fuck.
Bitch.
This is I don't even. The thing that's worrying. The thing that worries me the most.
Yes, well, and rat fuck bastard.
What I find the worst about this is I can start laughing and I don't die. Like there might I'm just
Anal
gonna keep laughing.
cheesemonger.
Okay, so Amazing Critterman asked, I know I'm late, but what's this? Hell!
Yeah.
Testicle whippings.
like I would think you could get some good Snap-on intestines. Now I think about it, you know. I mean, I don't know about their longevity.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with the thing in Pendergast's hat? Seriously.
Try to speak to my brain as you like absorb parts of it.
Nut busting cunt flaps rules for those arriving.
That's kind of what it does. It just, you know, steals my brain and talks to me and tells me things. And I don't know.
I don't have it.
Rules indicate what the items do here. Boner anus! I'm presently suffering the Orb of Obscenities effects, which causes the subject to be randomly obscene and vulgar. The great difficulty. These are what the items, these are what they do. If you can save this too, that would be wise.
Pendergast.
Find a way to reference things in the future better.
Pendergast, can I chew on your head?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's
It's not like I do anything about it, so go ahead.
You don't on a regular basis, so just kind of as per usual.
I figure you've got at least half of my brain eaten, so you have to search for it at this point. I mean,
That explains a lot.
this is weird. I'm like talking out loud than things I usually think to the hat, but it doesn't work the same. So
You know, Pendergast, you've been getting off awfully light thus far, and that's about to change.
I know.
Dropping light through another 5 signals to cover the cost of a stupid arrow on you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, but who? That's the thing.
I
Someone
suppose
in the chat.
whoever your eyes fall upon in chat.
I guess. So, you know, how's it going? I don't know. I
Please,
like.
Pendergast, you don't have to get too vulgar. You walk
I
up to
mean-
them. You don't want to scare them off.
Yes.
Maybe you
I
do
have
better.
a feeling, you know, maybe, you know, I think Marston and I would get along rather well, you know.
Did I? Hold on.
Just
You've got
saying.
Liar's Lock. Have I lost track of that already?
No.
Have I just stupidly hit a button that inadvertently activated Liar's Locket?
Probably.
Well then, that's not that one. Thank goodness when I fuck up the buttons, it doesn't actually activate them, generally speaking. That's being handled off-screen elsewhere by, of course, the person who's laughing hardest right now. Our Overlord.
I mean, yeah.
Lyra.
Oh, if only Lyra Windchaser were our Overlord, I would, in almost a second, possibly a minute, replace Magog with Lyra Windchaser, who would surely be kinder and more understanding of our suffering, and would keep their chuckling quieter and off-screen, so we wouldn't hear it as they dwelled on our pain. For their own pet amusement, like our General Overlord does, but I can pretty much hear him from here.
This is so strange. I mean, like, Marston asked me if I wanted coffee. I'm not gonna say no. You know, normally I think I might, but sounds like a good
Pentagast, you
time.
sick fuck.
I'm just saying, it might
Rosin
be.
Johansson, are you even available? Look, this is just pure chance. I'll assure you it's going to be fleeting. Oh, it's actually already worn off.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's over now.
Oh.
That was weird. I mean, I didn't really. I mean, it's a difficult thing for me. You know, I don't really. I don't know.
Flirt at all?
What? No. What?
You
No.
don't really flirt at all?
It's just not really something I do well.
Well, Scruffy Knight, I hope you
Obvious.
enjoyed that hot coffee offering action.
He's offering you civet coffee, which I think is.
I don't know what that even is.
I think it's some type of like cat that eats the coffee beans and they poop them out and clean them and turn them into coffee.
Well,
He's offering you poop coffee.
I didn't read that close. I just heard coffee. And I was like, okay, you know.
Oh no.
I don't have to like be a part of it now. So.
Yoki of Sukado has just thrown 10 signals supporting our efforts here and inflicting the Mimic Mirror on me with the following message of another Mimic Mirror arc become our Dark Lord Magog. No finding.
Brian
I was
donated
dreading
10
this.
Brian donated 10 signas. Faisal, let's try something a little different. Use this to smack your fellow questers with a curse of your choice. Oh, both of them?
That is technically legit, I believe. Look, man I'm impersonating right now didn't give me instructions on that detail, but presumably he could empower someone else to use the thing, to do the thing. But here we go. And look, I think he would understand in this moment that Lyra Windchaser the third is in fact an excellent replacement for this gravelly, grating voice. Is it not?
So is this 2 5s or 1 10 on both of you?
I don't believe that, no. You're not going to double a 10 attack on both of us. You can use 2 5s, I guess, or 1 10 on one, but not,
Sure,
no.
Had to
The
guess.
spirit of the Dark Lord is giving that impression. Oh, I feel very close to it right now, and I resent it. I resent every minute of it.
Holy crap. But this is really accurate. Pentagast, paranoia pendant.
Oh, well, that shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, I'm already paranoid about a bunch of things anyway. I mean,
There will be no change whatsoever to the current situation.
well, kind of. I mean, like you were talking, like the Pixies. You were worried about the Pixies before. What if the gnomes and Pixies formed an alliance? It'd be like the new Vothan order.
I don't know about that. It would be genuinely inconvenient.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrifying. I mean,
a bunch of little dudes causing inconveniences everywhere.
I mean, but why are you
Your
part
Dark
of their...
Lord Magog has a thing that must be said.
No, I'm
Has
not.
anyone thought about boobies?
What about them?
I don't know. That's the thing he does.
I mean, just they're... I mean, I'm already worrying about gnomes and pixies. I have to worry about boobs now? What are they going to do to me?
They're always staring at you, Pentagast. The boobies are staring.
Well, they stare all the time.
Big orbs like eyes, and
With
the
that kind of
irises,
intent,
and the
though?
pupils pointing at you, Pentagast, and mocking you.
What
Person butt here.
What are they trying to point out? I mean, that's the thing.
They're judging you, Pentagast. The boobs are judging you.
I mean, I have goggles, so they wouldn't be able to poke out my eyes. I mean, that's a good thing. But then again, the gnomes could take my goggles off when I'm sleeping, and then the boobs could come in and poke my eyes, and the pixies could like use their dust and make like sores or make my eyes explode. I don't like this.
You know, that's quite right. Pentagast, pixies could fly up there, remove your goggles, get underneath the goggles, and then poke you in the eye with their tiny pixie boobies.
The pixies are going to do that, but what about I thought the gnomes were going to do that. What are the gnomes going to do now?
It's a tiny person allegiance, Pentagast. They're plotting.
It's a confederacy of tiny people.
I don't like it. It worries me. Oh, I don't want to think about any more of that.
When you stare.
And then,
oh, Lord, probably he's going to bitch about this letter. I just knew it. I should have talked more about boobs and maybe pinch my nose for a bit. There we go. Is that better or worse? I feel compelled to do my best job.
Martin Johansson says Arcturus is tortured by voluptuous tracts of land.
Like those belonging to Lyra Windchaser. I don't want to see those. I'm clearly not worthy to see such things as those, and it's only very dignified of them to keep them well off screen. I appreciate that about them. That's why Lyra Windchaser is among the most tolerable elves I know.
I didn't even think about that. Pixies have nipples too. They're like tiny boobs. Like they're so tiny they'd be like sharp and pointy. What would they do? Oh.
Like my vocal cords right now.
I don't trust you. You've been to Runevault. Do you know what they do there? All sorts of things. And not just magical things.
I went through great difficulties to get materials from Runevault to make those stupid ones. And do I even get credit for it? I think not. And oh, thank God. I got Iris's grusty nuts. That's rough on it. Honestly, how does the man not sound like he's... How does he talk at all?
You don't know?
Does he replace his lungs, his throat box like his eyes? Is that how it works?
I want to tell you exactly what he does. He wakes up every single fucking morning and just gargles gravel. That's a morning routine every morning. Fucking cup full of gravel. Yep.
I'm never taking these goggles off. I'm just not going to be safe without them.
Well, I mean, we didn't think they were for looks. Kind of thought.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, I don't want pokey nipples in my eyes. I really don't. And I don't know, and I can't even think of what the gnomes are going to do to me. I mean, like they can wield weapons and craft things. Like
the answer is great. Also, you're done.
Yeah, if you just took a moment to derail your train of thought, barreling off the cliff there,
am I done? Am I really done?
Yes.
I don't trust you.
Look, I don't know the long-term effects of this are. You might be forever haunted by pixies and gnomes and the hypothetical alliance between them now. I don't regret planting that in your head in the slightest in your condition because I'm a jerk and I embrace it. But on the bright side, just appreciate Lyra Windchaser's work in killing gnomes and in saving them so they're unlikely to form any sort of proper alliance with the pixies.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. I mean, she might keep some of the gnomes at bay. There'd be less of them to potentially come and kill me. I mean, it's not bad.
Lyra Windchaser is there for you, Pentacast, even though she's not here right now. That's just the sort of person Lyra Windchaser is.
All right, so they said complimentary things, not form a cult.
Okay, yeah. See, this paranoia thing isn't good. Like, I'm already wondering, like, is Lyra plotting against me? She's always there for me. That makes me nervous. And the fact that there's the gnomes and the pixies as well. I mean, what kind of evil cabal is she forming?
I don't think I don't know that Lyra has the capability of actually starting a cult.
I know, but it's just,
or maybe she does.
This paranoia thing isn't good. Maybe when I don't drink enough of this fast enough, I actually get more paranoid. It's weird.
I don't think you can get significantly better.
I
suppose you could. I just don't want to find out.
There we go. Much better.
While Pendergast is soothing themselves with hat milk, I'm going to reiterate a few things about the way these mini quests work. Typically, they would take place when I can get even one person, or Magog, just one person, to do a show. So these could possibly fill in the future for shows that might otherwise be cancelled. Yay! On the other hand, they typically will only last 1 hour. Hypothetically, as the first one, we've got license to overdo it if someone wants to try to push us further, but it's not mandatory or expected, and I actually don't... I don't want... Look, you're discouraging me from saying things about Lyra Windchaser, the fantastic, tolerable elf, and it's not like I have a choice on this. Why?
She might be tolerable, but you're not right now.
No.
Like, how is it that even on a show where we can't kill you, you've become just completely intolerable? Basically. And you're trying to be nice to someone and praise them, and it's still intolerable. How do you manage that? It has to be because you're Sarthosian.
He's not under any spells. He's just like letting it all out. Keep going, Pentagast.
Well, I mean, currently, no, I'm not under any spells. But it's just, I never get this opportunity to like keep rambling and like driving a point home.
Harangue the shit out of Arcturus? Go for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, Lyra's, you know, she's nice, but I don't know. I kind of wonder about what's going on in his brain that he can't share with us about what he's doing. Like, it's interesting.
So, are you suggesting that my saying wonderful, truly true things, as the Potion of Praise compels me to, is making you feel bad about Lyra? I mean, that would be terrible if my saying nothing about Lyra caused you to hate Lyra, because Lyra does not deserve your hate. The elf does not deserve your hate.
Arcturus. Brian donated 25 Signas, Lyra's Locket for Arc, which effectively cancels out Potion of Praise, I would say. I still think that's how it works. I don't know. Tell me what you think.
And JTRW has paid 5 Signas, say another orb for Arcturus, unleash the inimical vulgarity, that elven piece of steaming refuse. I absolutely can't, just the seething, the just gibbering, the only solace in my life is listening to the dribbling, pain, drippy anus whinging as I go through the Jeopardy theme.
See,
Da, 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 da. Oh, what a great way to wrap it up. Thank you,
cancel it out.
Vanya. I think I actually owe, I don't know you a thing, do I? I don't owe anyone a thing. I have no debts whatsoever. Why, I can leave at any time. I'm not even bound by the contract. Lyra Windchaser can jump up their own elven ass and explode into a bunch of pussy gnome anuses or something. I don't really, it's all kind of blurring together, and I feel great about that.
I just get this feeling that there's like two like different people running around in circles in his brain. That's what I think is going on right now, because he has to both, like you say, they cancel each other out.
I love how much I hate Lyra Windchaser. It's really starting to sort out. What happens when you activate too many magical effects in one brain? Especially to a non-magical individual, when hypothetically some people is magically infected, it causes them, if they're not magically inclined, bad things happen with magical artifacts. That's why they're used sparingly, generally. That's why I'm not wearing any of my rings. They're usually quite enchanted. I didn't know how I was going to interact with all this. And Lyra Windchaser cat flaps.
Hey, anybody ever wonder how I shave my hair?
Yeah. I mean,
that was fucking stupid.
I'm just, I don't know. I
keep
keep saying
dagger.
I'm just mesmerized by Arcturus right now.
Vile shit slicer elf.
I know. I can't stop fucking watching him. We're just like, I feel like I should say something.
No, you really shouldn't. You should just let him just roll on. Like, I'm wondering if at some point he's going to suffer some sort of like brain malfunction and just like
a brain hemorrhage.
Like somebody like turns off the light and he's just gonna fall unconscious. Like,
I actually also feel kind of weird. I don't think these spells are supposed to be doubled up.
Probably not.
It's probably not good for us.
You know,
I doubt Magog
is the finest of elvenkind. Her parents are proud of her. Everyone's proud of Lyra Windchaser except for me, who wants them to die. No, I don't want them to die. I want them to live a long, happy life, shamed by their parents and kin. Oh, but that's not a lie. Hold on. Lyra Windchaser is a paragon of elvenkind, and I hate them for... There we go. They are such an excellent elf. It pains me to be around them, aware of my own humanity, and I feel bad about being so superior to them in every way.
You know, this is...
Silence your vacillating anus flaps.
See? Yeah.
There we go.
How are you? Oh, wait, he's still on the orb, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's still got 3
I would have been
minutes.
done by now, but there was I accidentally re-triggered it. And that's just fine. I enjoy randomly cursing dead kitten fucknuggets because that's great fun, isn't it? I'm sure you're having a great time at my expense, and I enjoy that. And if Lyra Windchaser were here, they would be suffering terribly, I'm sure, which is what I wish them to never have to suffer, because I care about them.
I don't know. I can't.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know. I'm just sitting. oh god, fuck, my brain is fucking destroyed right now.
Help!
While they're enjoying not dying from this, I would like to also note that if this proves successful, it's entirely possible that the next season this could be a new show, even like a weekday show, even when there's not otherwise. It's possible, no guarantees yet. But please be sure to let our Dark Overlord know what you enjoy.
I'm waiting for like blood to start coming out of your ears because you're under fucking spell.
That's the thing. Like, the further we push this, and the further past an hour we go, the worse it's probably going to get. And he can't die.
I mean, well, technically, if we go past an hour, it's basically a pressure test at that point.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's like how, like, part of me, because it's Ark, part of me wants to push it that far and see like what would happen if we went for a full another hour. But I'm also kind of worried. Honestly, I'm kind of worried for
I'm
him.
not. Let's see if we can get his head to explode.
No, I don't really want to see that.
I do.
Well,
I do.
I would love to spend the next hour talking about my deep love for Lyra Windchaser, who, by the way, killed an adorable puppy. They just strangled it before my very eyes. I want you to know right now, it was gruesome to watch, and it's one of the things that helped make him the sort of approachable elf that... Thank you for watching!
Help. Please help.
I don't think I can do. I
Press the
can
rope.
totally do it. I can... It is unknown who created the Orb of Obscenity. Whoever it is perhaps didn't want credit for it. But perhaps, like the creator, the Orb of Obscenity is forbidden, preemptively banned from places of worship, playgrounds, and dog parks.